After the battle for Techno World, we were still no closer to finding Mum. But there was one possibility we'd overlooked. Maybe the Guardian from Mundy's world was still alive. If we could find him, I was sure he could help us. But to say he was reluctant would be the understatement of the year.
Go back to where you came from. Now!
Otto! Otto! Otto!
Ben, any luck?
Disappeared into thin air.
Yeah, great work, Maestro.
How was I to know he'd do a runner?
Oh, it wouldn't take a genius to figure it out. You should have stayed with him the whole time.
And you certainly have a firm grasp on the obvious.
He did say the pots were a map for the reading room. What reading room? What did he mean?
Look, why can't you just accept responsibility for once?
Look, I don't know who or what this Otto was, but it
How
seems to
come
me
I
it was
always get the
complete
blame?
waste.
Because you always mess up.
Oh, yeah, Miss Perfect.
Now take a look at yourselves, eh? Wasting all this time arguing amongst yourselves and blaming one another.
Well, she
I
started
don't want
it.
to hear it. Now, I'm just an ordinary person. But you, too, have powers that I'll never know. And if this is the best you can do with them, well, I'd say it's a pretty sad day for the universe.
What would you do, Dad?
I reckon I'd be off finding your mate Otto and getting some answers,
And so I say to you today, we are an open society.
Another meeting? It's all they ever seem to do since this place got blandished. And they don't even grok what happened.
We are free to express our opinions and rejoice that those opinions are shared by all.
Here, here.
Easy when everybody's got the same opinion.
Join with me now, citizens. Join hands, citizens of Werenup, and let us proclaim this our day of enterprise.
So spooky. Is this Dunkley's always spooky?
No.
I mean, how many people aren't here anymore?
I'm going to ask. Not now, dear. It's not the right time.
From our law enforcement officer, Sergeant Garcia.
I'm pleased to report that the crime rate continues to plummet.
I feel so safe in the streets.
Thanks, folks. Yes, I see a sea of smiling faces. And why not? We overcame a surprise attack and have emerged stronger, leaner, and better than ever!
It's great that the Krelliks are gone, but so are many of our friends and colleagues. Where are they?
Good question.
Indeed, Mr. Bruce.
I think it is fair to say that most of them did not really fit into our community.
They were disruptive.
Oh, look, this will be a much better place without their discordant behaviour.
Dad's right. We won't get anywhere fighting. So you have to go back to the safe hut while I go looking for Otto alone.
Give me one reason why that's the best move.
Because you're a target. It's role reversal time, Katherine. This time, Betty knows about you, but she thinks I'm dead. She won't be looking for me, so I'm free to move around the Parallax as much as I like.
What about the Welkin?
Just have to keep my eyes open. Face it, I'm right this time.
Why do you have to pick now to be logical?
And a good teacher. Right, and you have to take the stave too.
No way, you won't have any defence.
If you can talk to Betty by the stave, it'll be an extra security for me. But it makes complete sense, and you know it. See if you can talk to Mum. Let her know somehow that I'm still alive.
Just make sure that you stay that way.
I call this ode to a day of enterprise. It's a brave new world we greet this day, where people work and sometimes play. We have goods to buy and $1 strong. I love my wearing up and bid you all so long.
The water changed colour. How do we know it wasn't contaminated? How do we know there won't be any after effects?
Go on, Mr. Bruce.
No!
How do we know the H2O is non-contaminate? She means, how do we know the water's safe?
All of us up here drink it. Do I look like there's anything wrong with me?
Oh, so it's not safe.
Next question. Come on, don't be shy. This is a land where liberty is married to technology. And don't forget, all your questions will be electronically recorded.
Melinda, don't creep up on me like that. If I were a chicken, I wouldn't lay for a week.
Sorry, Mrs. Dawes?
And where are your work clothes?
What are you doing?
Same thing I always do, year after year after year.
Yes, I know, but why?
Why? Well, once I get it done, I can have time for painting my eggs. It's my job. And before me, it was my mother's job, and her mother's before her.
So they're like the keepers of the portals, but they do not know what they mean.
Exactly. It's pretty weird, don't you think?
Weird, but not sinister or anything.
Well, why would she? Because it wasn't until you came, no one even knew there were parallel worlds. Except for me, of course. But I'm sure Otto never talked about them.
But there is a Mrs. Dawes in every world. And if they are all keepers of the portals, then one of them might know something about the reading room.
One of them might know more than they think. Even if it's something she knows, but doesn't know that she knows.
Stop. You're making me dizzy.
Go ask them, Mel. Find out something, anything that might tell us what or where this reading room is.
Francis can do it.
Yeah, sure. I'm a man with a mission.
What's wrong?
Do this, do that. I'm not some kind of errand girl.
Mel, I'm sorry.
I've used a contraction.
What?
You said I'm, not I am.
Mirabile dictu?
Strange or wondrous to relate?
I've been...
You did it again. I've. When all this is finished, you owe me the biggest chocolate milkshake in the whole Parallax.
Deal. Now, can we get back to work?
He's got a Panama hat, vest, looks like a birdwatcher. And while you find him, I'm going to talk to the lovely Mrs. Dawes. G'day, how's it going, Una? Focus, guys. Una, I thought the deal was you're always on call.
You're lucky I even heard the beeper.
All right, I'll start again. All points, multiple world alert. We're looking for a black guy. He's got a long vest, blue shirt, and a...
And a Panama hat. I've just seen him.
Dunkley's Emporium is the proud sponsor of this day of
Sarah, over here.
the cars that take us to shopping after shopping and delivery after Dunkley's Emporium is the proud...
He couldn't just disappear. You sure it was the right guy?
Like someone tossed him out with the rubbish? Look!
That's him, come on!
That boy there, stop him! It's him. The boy who conquered the Parallax. The hero's return!
Bring him to the stage! Let us thank him properly for getting rid of those... the purple bugs. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
Why wouldn't she make contact?
She will. Be patient.
What if...
Would that be Veronica's daughter trying to contact me?
Yes.
And does Veronica's daughter have a name?
You don't think I'd be stupid enough to tell you, do you?
It was hardly clever revealing your existence to me the way you did. But I can understand your point of view. It's made me reconsider my plans about your mother.
I would like to speak to her.
She's not available just at the moment.
Why? What's happened to her?
She's not far away. I just thought it was time that you and I had a chat, one-to-one.
What would you like to say?
Well, for a start, I think you're very plucky. You once came on my boat, didn't you, looking for your mother? But you did drop your handkerchief, and that was a little careless. But all in all, I like your nerve, and I think that you're a worthy member of the family, niece. But I do understand your point of view and your mother's. You must be terribly angry with me. I mean, after all, to lose someone so close, a brother and a son.
Yes, it was a terrible loss, and we'll never forgive you for it.
Well, you have my sympathy.
What I do not want or need.
Have it your way, then.
Well, at least she still thinks Ben's gone.
Do you think she still has your mum?
Well, she has her all right. Otherwise, she wouldn't have made contact.
It wasn't how you think. I wasn't a hero. It was everyone. It was just being in the right place at the right time. Anyway, thanks heaps.
Well done, young man.
Oh, just let me touch you. I won't wash my hands for a week. Awesome speech.
Otto didn't get caught. Look.
So Otto got away, or Mr. Cool still wouldn't be hanging around.
Yep. Only trouble is, where to look now?
Well, he's got to be hiding. I mean, his clothes are hardly contempo tech.
Are you there, niece?
What is it now?
I was wondering if we could have a discussion without anger. Do you think we can do that?
Oh, I think we can manage that.
Anger, hatred, sarcasm. They're all negative forces, girlie, and they only serve to corrupt those who have them.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
In my scheme of things, such feelings do not exist. In a blandished world, there is no anger, no hate, no sarcasm. There is no fear. Everyone would live in collective harmony, with nothing to be angry about, nothing to hate. Wouldn't you like to be rid of those feelings forever?
Well, anyone would.
We, as guardians, can achieve that, but only as a family of guardians, all three of us. We can change worlds and make them safe and peaceful, united, you, I, and your mother.
I want to speak to her.
Only when you've had time to think about what I've said. Contact me in about an hour. I'll be waiting, and I'll have your Veronica with me.
Means a world without hunger, without fear, without wars.
No more individuals. No more anyone different. Including Ben and you. She almost had you then, didn't she?
Of course not. I was just simply trying to follow her argument through to its logical conclusion.
Otto! Otto! Where are you?
Don't shout. You might as well put me in a TV commercial.
Well, that was plan B.
How in the world did you find me, anyhow?
I tried to use your superior brain power. Think like you.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry for running out on your back at the house, but Betty's punk was on our tail, and I thought it better that he chase after me than find out that you and your sister were there.
I knew there'd be a reason. And he's still after you.
Yeah, I know. He's a persistent little beggar.
Speaking of all the worlds, how come you picked this one?
I thought it was safe. Betty's blandished this world. She wouldn't expect to find any dissenters.
Kazali, where is that chickoid?
We need to split up.
No! Hey, you've got to tell me about the...
You climb the spiral to the window in the sky where everything is seen. I'll meet you there.
Wait, but...
Kazali, there you are, you naughty chickoid.
Climb the spiral to the windows in the sky where everything is seen.
I do not recall you being so interested in chickens before, Francis Short.
Well, you are what you eat. Figured it was time I'd check it out. So, you clean the chicken shed every day?
Of course. Chickens are very fussy, aren't you, dears?
I guess you clean the sign at the same time, huh?
What sign is that?
That sign.
Really, I haven't got time to stand around chatting about such nonsense.
But it's not nonsense.
All the more reason why it shouldn't be talked about.
But What does it matter if I already know?
There are some things best forgotten. Here, chooky, 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 chooky.
So you do know about the portals?
I know about chickens.
How can you be guarding such an important thing and not have all the answers?
Because I never ask the questions. I mind my own business, dear. Not like some people.
Some other time. Spiral what? Where am I going to find a spiral?
Ben! Ben! Did you find Otto?
Yeah, but I lost him again.
Disgusto, Ben.
I don't suppose you'd know where there was a window to the sky, would you?
Sure. Simple. Pull them out of my sleeve every day.
And a spiral something.
A corkscrew?
I don't think so. I can't figure it out. It's some really bad riddle.
Hey. Ah, those glass sky windows. That's spiral.
Okay. Gotta go.
Well, who have we here? I'm afraid you're too late, young man. Everyone's moved out. The building's empty now.
But you look after it.
A caretaker, you might say. I'm quite cosy down in the basement. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, no thanks. I'd better get going.
Pity. Bye-bye then.
How do you like your eggs?
I've been thinking about what you've said, and some of it makes a lot of sense.
Good girl.
But how do I know I can trust you?
Ah, yes. A reasonable suspicion and a very good quality. It makes me even more convinced that we can work together.
But if we're going to work together, then we need to trust each other.
Agreed.
Then I need to know that my mother is all right. Let me speak to her now.
Talk as if your very life depended on it. Hello?
Mom, you're all right.
Yes, for now.
I'm so sorry about what happened.
Please, I can't...
But he wanted you to know that he left everything neat and tidy, just the way you always wanted him to.
That's good to know.
Yes, right to the very end, he was the same as he'd always been. Cool-headed, logical, sensible, the way both of us will always remember him.
It's wonderful to know.
And Mum, I haven't let anyone touch your pots.
That's good.
Yes, I'm still working out how to arrange them to their best advantage, but I'll figure it out.
Darling, I couldn't ask for anything more. We'll talk again later.
Mum knows. She understood it all. I could hear it in her voice, and Betty doesn't have a clue.
What's more, we got her outnumbered.
So, the foyer holds another portal.
Yes, but nobody ever comes up this high. You know, all I ever wanted was a quiet life.
But we've still got things to do.
After we've eaten.
Okay. Whatever comes up this high.
Now, what you say?
Ah, get off me!
Please keep your voice down.
You still haven't told me what I want to know.
You already know far too much.
I know about the parallax and the portals, but you know about the reading room.
I know nothing of the kind.
If you don't tell me, I will be forced to shout and pull every single book off these shelves.
No, stop, please. All right. My mother did tell me about the reading room. But I don't know where it is. I swear.
Well, if you don't know where it is, at least tell me what it is.
What do you think you're gonna do with me?
Good question. We could throw you out the window and see if you have the gift of flight.
Cool.
Or we could tell Betty where to find you. She wouldn't be too thrilled that you've let her down.
She'll understand.
I don't think so. Betty always wipes people who fail her.
Let me go, she'll make your lives a misery.
That would be another no. Because we are gonna banish you to the far side of the Parallax where there's nothing but emptiness.
Oh, yeah, I'm so frightened.
How do we do that, Otto?
My fellow guardian. One of us has to go with him into exile. It's the only way.
One of us?
Well, it has to be me. You're the future of the universe. Come on now. Let me tell you all about wearing up 9,682. You're not afraid of the dark now, are you? Goodbye, mate.
Wait! The reading room.
Ah, yes.
I know what it is. The reading room is...
The font of knowledge to the entire Parallax, since time began.
Let us proclaim this our day of enterprise.
So spooky.
The heroes return!
Bring him to the stage.
Hello?
Mom, you're all right.
Ah, those glass sky windows.
Now, lunch is served.
The reading room is...
The font of knowledge to the entire Parallax.